guys, and welcome back to another episode of Federico Talks Watches. It's Sunday. I'm hanging out at home. It's a very gray and nasty day in Miami. I figured, why not shoot a video? So today it's a Q&A video. This time I did it half on Instagram and half on my YouTube page, where I put up a post asking for your questions. I've got them here, and I figured I'd answer them today. Now, of course, on my day off, a wristwatch check, I'm wearing the Girard Perregaux Laureato Evo 3 Moonphase. I absolutely love this watch. Also, guys, don't forget to check out delraywatch.com. A bunch of new watches in stock, genuinely. A rare Patek Philippe Calatrava sector dial just hit the shop with the deployant buckle and box and papers. A Piaget very modern size 40mm Altiplano manual wind dress watch with a retail well over 20, and we're selling it for a fraction, like way less than half of that. An Omega Speedmaster reduced with papers, an H. Moser Tourbillon, brand new, number one of 50. All that and more at delraywatch.com, link in the description below. So yeah, guys, I've got your questions right here, and I figure I'd get right into it. We're going to be talking about everything from Royal Oaks to Cartier Tourbillons to the best in-house movements under 10K, so on and so forth. So the first question is from Bruno Papa, a good friend of the channel and customer of Del Rey Watch. He says, "Hey Fed, congrats, you produce the best watch content on YouTube. Bruno, you're too kind. Nowhere near close, but thank you for the compliment. Would you pick a stainless steel Royal Oak or a stainless steel Overseas?" Well, Bruno, to be honest with you, I don't like this new generation of Royal Oak. I'm not saying it's bad in any way. I just don't love the design. I think it's too curved, too Bombay. I'm more a fan of the Royal Oak. That being said, I'd go with the Royal Oak Ultra Thin, but that's like double or triple the price of a normal Royal Oak, so it's expensive. But if I had to pick between the two, I'd definitely pick the Royal Oak right now. Now, if it was the last generation of Overseas, that would have been a closer kind of pick for me. Next question, Deal_Captain. Would you ever buy a Cartier Tourbillon? Well, yes, I would, but let me explain why. I used to work for Cartier. I love the brand. Okay, maybe there was a little bit of indoctrination there, but honestly, they make great products. And in the mid-2000s, they built a high horology department, headed by the ex-head of Renault et Papy, which is a complications manufacturer. Her name was Carole Forestier. Now, that department just closed down because they didn't sell that well. But Cartier was making Geneva seal movements with one of the most prestigious movement developers in Carole Forestier in the Swiss watch industry. Tourbillons, mystery tourbillons, flying tourbillons, perpetual calendars, jump hours. I mean, Cartier's high horology was some of the best in the game. Now, yeah, a Cartier tourbillon at full retail was, I think, starting at $90,000. I wouldn't pay anywhere near that, but if I could snag it at a price where I wouldn't lose my shirt, say about 30 grand, I'd absolutely own one. One of my favorite brands, known for their pioneering design, and then a very high-end complication on top of that, made extremely well because I know the person that kind of engineered it. Yeah, absolutely, I would own a Cartier Tourbillon. 435 Dustin, do you plan on buying another Grand Seiko, yes or no? Well, Dustin, yes and no. I haven't discounted the brand entirely. I would like to own another one. I definitely will, so I guess ultimately it's a yes, but it is a no because I'm not entirely sure which one I want. I'm not planning on buying one right now. There's none that particularly catches my attention. Yes, I had that bad experience previously, which was more with the fanboys more than the brand, but yes, I would like to own a Grand Seiko at some point. I just have to wait until one catches my eye. Nicholas_Y. What do you think of Chopard watches, especially the ones with the caliber 196? Reliable, or should I stay away? Thanks for the great content. Well, thank you, Nicholas. What do I think of Chopard watches? Well, I think anything made in the LUC is fantastic. Very, very high-end, in-house movement, great movement decoration. Even though lately they've been coming out with some entry-level models which are not really in line with what the brand stands for. This is LUC more than Chopard, but the 196 is one of the best movements ever made. We've got a micro rotor swan neck regulator with a Geneva seal, not to be confused with the 396, which was the cheaper version without the Geneva seal of the 196. A movement that Philippe Dufour himself said was one of the best ever created. Now, yes, is it reliable? Absolutely it's reliable, but it's also a dress watch micro rotor movement, so it's not going to be the toughest thing out there. Would I wear it as an everyday watch? Probably not. But a 196, which by the way I've owned in the past, fantastic movement, fantastic watch, one of the best out there. And the fact that you can pick these up in gold for like $6,000 or $7,000 is a horological crime, in my opinion. So yes, 2 massive thumbs up for the Chopard 196. I crumpled up this piece of paper. Let's see who's next. Flick_talk. Well, you sure look like you've lost weight. Looking trim these days. Have you had any change to the sizing of your bracelets? Well, Flick Talk, thank you so much. I actually have been trying to get my lifestyle a little bit into the healthier side of things. Thank you for the compliment. Still an extremely long way to go. I have noticed a change in my bracelets. I've gone down, I'd say 1 micro adjustment or 1 hole as well. And that's taken about 20 pounds. Still a ton more to go, but thank you for the compliment. Let's see. Next, Eduardo Landsberg. Best independent maker with in-house movements for under 10K. Okay, so Eduardo, I'm going to go with pre-owned because that's kind of where I deal in. I think that's where the best kind of best value is. And I'd say H. Moser by far. H. Moser. You can pick up a lot of their watches under 10K if you look. You know, if you don't want to go Moser, you want to go something with closer to 10K in a retail price. Nomos is absolutely fantastic as well. Can't really go wrong with Nomos. What else? In-house under 10K. There really are a few choices. Some Chopard LUCs as well. They're independent. But I'd say Moser is at the top of that heap for me personally, though. Then we have Bruce Williams 8. Bruce, love the content. Do you have any passions? Do you have any passion for another hobby not watches? If so, what is it and why do you love it? Well, Bruce, actually, watches is my second passion. I have 3 others. The number 1 by far is travel. I have a goal that I want to visit every country on earth before I die. I've already done 47, so quite a long way to go though. I just love the sense of adventure. I love new cultures. I love eating weird stuff. I love that kind of awkward uncomfortability of being in a new city. I love not knowing what's going to happen. So yeah, love traveling. Also, obviously cars, a big car fan. I'm big into vintage cars, even though I'm too kind of scared to own one. I'm more comfortable with watches. So that is pretty big. And then I also dabble in futures trading as well, which I hope to be my future source of income after the YouTube channel and Del Rey Watch is over a long, long time in the future. So yes, those are my hobbies. Caravaggio011. Hey Fed, I would appreciate your opinion on a recent issue with replica watch shells from one reputable YouTuber, and will this affect yours or someone else's business with selling watches online? Well, Caravaggio, you're talking about the Horology House thing. Guys, everybody's asked me for my opinion. Everybody's asked me to make a video on it. I won't. I don't really know all the facts. I know it looks pretty bad. I never really watched Horology House, nor have I ever contacted him. But I think this question is valid with whether it affected my business or somebody else's. I do think it could affect other people's business, absolutely, because the trust for online sales go down. Thankfully, I don't think I felt it. I'm having the best month I've ever had at Del Rey Watch. We're breaking every sales record in the book. Now, could it have been better without the Horology House scandal? Very possibly. But at the same time, guys, I don't want to repeat myself. Buy the dealer. I mean, this guy didn't have a website. He had a frickin' Facebook group. And yeah, if you guys are comfortable dealing in a Facebook group, that's fine. Nothing against it. I do it all day. But you can't compare, yeah, a pretty big YouTube channel, but a guy who ran a Facebook forum to a real dealer. That's why I don't think it affects it. I think it'll make selling on the forums a little bit more difficult, but when you're a registered LLC with employees, Google reviews, you're a legal entity, it's a completely different thing than some random guy in Australia ripping people off. Now, yeah, that sucks, and I feel sorry for the victims, but at the same time, that stuff is a lot more common when you trade with a private individual than with a dealer. That being said, I trade with private individuals all the time, but yeah, let's not pretend Horology House was a dealer because, well, obviously he's, broke and running away now, but at the same time, he never was really a player in that space. Marcelo Suro P. If you ever want to sell your Ming watch, will you let me know? Marcelo, I don't want to sell my Ming watch, but if I do, I promise I will let you know. I do have your email. Then last but not least, Frank Herberg. Do you have insights how much the watch industry is suffering from coronavirus situation in China? Yes, actually I do. I don't have any official figures, but it's pretty bad. One of the biggest jewelers in Hong Kong and in China, Luke Fook, is running with minimal store hours. I think they're running half days. The Hong Kong watch shows are all canceled. Dealers that have kind of the balls to go to Hong Kong right now are going and are picking up some crazy steals because there's a complete lack of commerce, at least in the watch world, happening. I think it's pretty big, and a lot of dealers are talking about it. And yes, it's anecdotal evidence. I don't think a study's come out, but yeah, coronavirus has heavily impacted the watch market in Hong Kong, and I think that may trickle a little bit here as well. Now, the watch market in China is a little bit different. It's a little bit more closed off, communist government and all that, but that is tied into the watch market in Hong Kong. And also, Hong Kong has had the political unrest as well, so the double whammy certainly doesn't help. I do wish those guys the best of luck. All the families in China, Hong Kong, and all my watch dealer buddies, I hope you guys don't feel it for too long, but it'll bounce back. That much I'm sure of. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's little Sunday edition from home. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. It really does help. And please don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any content. Guys, thank you so much, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.